Before I get every Raptor fan up my rear end for starting this Leaf video first, the reason I'm doing it, the only reason I'm doing it is because of the way this team played. I just want to get this video over with. This team sucked tonight. They have sucked the last few games. They've won 3 straight. They lost 2 straight. I just got to get this out of my system, and then I can be happy and go to sleep with a smile on my face instead of talking about this team last and having that bad taste in my mouth. The Leafs go into New York, into MSG, and lay another goose egg, losing 5-3 to the Rangers. Well, it's 5-3 right now, at least. It could be more. I mean, I don't know what can end up happening at this point, but it doesn't even matter. You're going to lose. And the Leafs have a terrible start, and they need help. First off, they need Anderson back. They need Riley back more than anything. And my goodness, Kyle Dubas, something's got to happen. What that may be, I don't know. I'm not the GM. I have no idea what. And people can say, well, you need to go after this guy and this guy and this. Yeah, it's easier said than done, obviously. They got to do something, though. Because this is not working. This whole thing is not working. They go into New York, and Tavares scores the first goal of the game. Nylander and Hall grab assist. I'm going to be blatantly honest with you, everybody. I was keeping a complete eye on the Raptors in and out of the Leaf game. But just giving you a heads up right there. And great, you got a 1-0 lead. Tavares scores his 20th goal of the season. We're like, all right, we got the first goal of the game. Let's get this thing rolling. Well, problem, just over a minute after that, you give up a goal. Okay. All right. But then the problems really start to kick in. Yeah, you're tied. It's not a big problem. Final 3 minutes of the game, Mika Zibanejad off the face-off, rips one past Hutchison, and now you're trailing 2-1. 6 seconds! After that, 6 seconds. After Zibanejad scores, Chris Kreider scores. And 6 seconds ago, you were up. It was a 1-1 hockey game. Then, in a matter of 6 seconds, you're down 3-1. And you go into the intermission now down 2 goals, 3-1. Not where you want to be at all. Late in the second period, Austin Matthews scores, and we're like, hey, it's a one-goal hockey game here. Let's get this thing back and rolling here. They dump the puck in. Okay? Hutchison decides, I might go around to get the puck. Oh, wait, no. And he decides about halfway he's going to stop. Then he gets his stick caught. He loses his stick. He falls over. We're like, okay, this is a mess. So whoever the defenseman was in front slides the stick right in front of Hutchison. He decides to pick it up. Puck gets back to the point. Fires it on. He ain't ready. 5-hole. And just like that 1-goal lead, the deficit that you had, you were trying to come back in. Bang. Back up to 2 because your goalie can't stand on his own damn 2 feet. And now you go into the third, down 4-2, looking for a flippin' miracle. And Austin Matthews tries his damnedest to get a power play late in the game, under 4 to play. Matthews scores to make it a 1-goal hockey game. His 39th of the year. Good for Austin Matthews. Doesn't matter if you lose the game. And then Greg flippin' McKegg, former Leaf, of course, scores the empty net. And there's a big punch-up afterwards between Hyman and Trouba. Hyman's all cut. And that's how the game ends, 5-3. I don't know, did they score another one? I don't even know. It's still going on technically, but ridiculous. This Leaf team, I don't know what's wrong. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, people. If it's scoring the first goal, okay, well, you did that. Having the lead after the first, well, you clearly didn't have that. You know, this team just gives you something, and you're like, okay, maybe they're there. Then yoink, they yank it out from underneath, and you're like, no, we're the Leafs. Come on now. It's sad. After watching, Leaf fans, I apologize for bringing up the Raptors, but I'm going to do it. Watching what that Raptors team did today against a very good opponent, and watching what the Leafs did today against the Rangers, and then yesterday against Florida, it's embarrassing. For any die-hard Leaf fans who don't watch basketball, you're probably sick about hearing about the Raptors. This team is an abomination right now. Yeah, they can score goals. Yeah, Austin's chasing the goal-scoring, lead in the NHL. He's one behind Ovechkin. I don't know, did Pasternak score today for Boston? No, he didn't. So, you're past Pasternak. That's great. You lost. You're out of a playoff spot. It doesn't matter. Your goaltender's hurt. You got a ton of injuries up front. You got Mikheyev still injured. I don't know who else is injured for this team up front. I'm trying to find, maybe not. Maybe it's just Ilya Mikheyev. It's just Mikheyev. But then on the back then, you don't have your main staple in Morgan Rielly. Plus, your defensive core isn't very good overall. And then you have to throw in Michael Hutchinson, who, look, as much as he's played very well when he's been called upon on the second night of a back-to-back against some really not so good teams, he's struggling. You know, he really is. He didn't do very well against Florida yesterday. Ideally, it was a really hard situation he came into, but they folded at the end. And today, he just looked all out of sorts. And I don't know what to say, you guys. I really don't. I mean, it's clear. It is clear as day that there's something wrong. This team is not playing right. But the question is, what and how do you fix it? And that's up to Kyle Dubas to try and find a way to figure out, or Sheldon Keefe, heck, even the players for that matter. They got to figure something out, and pretty damn quick. We're in February. The trade deadline is what? At the end of the month? And I don't know what to say. We all hear about Janssen and Kapanen being in the trade block if we're talking about getting a defenseman. Well, if that does happen, you lose a guy up front, but you need to make sure the guy you get back can actually play some defense. So I don't know what to expect, guys. This team is really struggling. They're really, really not playing well right now. They're 28-19-7. They are really hurting themselves right now. With Florida losing in overtime yesterday, you could have picked up 2 points and jumped them again. And you could have beat them yesterday, or I guess in the last game, and you would have been in great shape. But instead, you've lost both. You had the lead in both. You lost both. In regulation, don't get a single point out of it. Your goaltender's hurt. Your top defenseman's injured. And you're not playing very well. So I don't know what's going to happen. I wish I had an answer for you, Leaf fans. I really do. The next game for this team, no matter what the heck they throw on the ice, is on Friday. It's the first night of a back-to-back, actually. They're at home against Anaheim. Then they head to Montreal to take on the Canadiens. I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, look, I could say it's a must-win. You know, Anaheim is not a very good hockey club, 22-26-5. They're under 500 in the Western Conference. They're on the road. They're at Scotiabank Arena. You should, in hindsight, win that game. But will they? I don't know. I don't know what Leaf team we're going to see from night in, night out. You see some good things. You saw a great Leaf team in the first 2 periods against Florida. Then you saw a completely different team for the third period, and then all today. So I don't know what the heck we're going to see on Friday and Saturday, and heck, the rest of the season. But you guys want to go nuts in the comments, please go do so, all right? So you know what, guys? It's an 8-minute video so far, but you know what? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, maybe I can talk about stats and who scored this and Hutchinson's numbers, because you guys can look it up. It was not pretty. Matthews' stat line looks nice, but it doesn't matter. You lost. You got no points. It doesn't matter who scored how many goals. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. I mean, I want to hear your guys' takes. I want to hear your thoughts on this team, what they should do moving forward. Give me everything, guys, because I want to hear your thoughts on this team overall, all right? And the way they played tonight. Let me hear your thoughts on that as well. And Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Patreon link is down below, so if you guys are interested in signing up for that, the link is down below, all right? And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition. Boy, oh boy, I'll talk to you guys very shortly, Raptors edition, as it'll be a much different video because there's tons of positive things you can take from that. My voice cracked. I have hit puberty, as you might be able to tell. But that's a very fun game to talk about. I'll talk to you guys very shortly about that. It won't be definitely a 9-minute video. It'll be a lot longer than that. And we'll talk to you guys Leafs edition. Hopefully that's a longer video because it'll be a good one to talk about as the Leafs are at home taking on the Anaheim Ducks on Friday night, 7 o'clock puck drop. Hopefully Frederik Andersen's in the lineup, but hopefully he's healthy too. And it looks like Ryan Miller is going to be in net for the Ducks. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. They're playing in Montreal the day before. So, hey, Leaf fans, look, it's a must-win, all right? Unless they play Ryan Miller on the first night of the back-to-back. No matter what, though, they're playing on the second night of a back-to-back. They're not a very good team. They're on the road. You put 2 and 2 together, or heck, 3 and 3 together for that matter, you should win the game. All right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant as usual, because that's what it's been lately for the Leafs. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed listening and watching, if you guys did. And I'll talk to you guys then.